On November 6th, 2012, 4 of you voted to adopt Ordinance 3466, the Ethics Code. The motion was read by Mayor Kidd, moved by Councilmember Downey, seconded by Brooke. The motion carried unanimously. The deputy mayor at the time was Collins. Evidently you discuss, amend, and vote for things you don't believe in or are willing to follow. So what's the point? What is the point of anything you do? This does not inspire confidence. I'm appalled by your actions. 2 meetings ago, 2 of you sat back in your chairs, arms crossed like indolent children. 1 member waffled. The other 3 wanted to act, to be adults, be impartial, given the evidence. Your actions besmirch the difficult task the volunteer ethics board members put into their serious deliberations. I'm ashamed. You might as well spit on Frank Prince, Grant Minor, and Denetta Rutten. My mother used to say, don't ruin a perfectly good apology with an excuse. What is the difference between an excuse and an apology? An apology is an expression of remorse for having done something that harmed another. An excuse is an explanation to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. The people's feelings were hurt that night. This has never been acknowledged. The speaker interrupted was insulted. Citizens in council chambers were aghast. The resulting confusion by all harmed the soul of our city. An apology acknowledges unaccepted behavior happened. To admit fault restores dignity to the people offended. It begins a healing process. A sincere apology shows that you take responsibility for your actions. Apologies take courage. Wise and inspired leaders know an apology rebuilds trust. To not apologize, you damage your relationship, your reputation, and harm your leadership ability. Animosity, tension that's created is toxic. An apology is not, you've learned, you ran the meeting according to, or an ad in the paper thanking your supporters. This is not doing better, this is doing much worse. I request that the council not insult the ethics board further, and as no apology to the people has been forthcoming to do what is right. Verbally admonish Ms. Kidd and strip her of her position as deputy mayor. Thank you.
David Mabry.
David Mabry, 1014 Georgian Street. I would like to forward my comments with 2 acknowledgments. First, to the cooperative that envisioned and implemented the Windspires powering the lighting at West Waterfront Park. Truly progressive. Second, to Arts and Crafts for a resoundingly successful second year. I was disappointed by comments made at the last council meeting involving the parking on South Lincoln Street. As a constituent of this community, I feel that the professionals that make up our city staff should respectfully be given the opportunity to do their job. Popping off before the paint is dry and questioning the core value of public safety to appease some is the biggest disservice to all of us. I wanted to know who, what, and why also. Being a novice, I went to the city website and found competent and understandable answers to those questions. Total time, 9 minutes. Urban Services Standards and Guidelines, Chapter 3, Transportation, 3B14, Street Intersection, Site Obstruction. I can empathize with the loss of parking for safety. Washington Street between Front and Georgiana Streets lost 5 spots in implementing a stop sign, directly affecting parking for Chestnut Cottage Dr. Witham, and Georgiana Park. The reality is that once you have documented a need for something and implemented it, you create liability if you reverse that decision. There are many approaches to mitigating code compliance. Pressuring staff to reverse sound, documented, compliant, and safe decisions is not one. I strongly recommend council to reinstate the no parking ban on Lincoln and 2nd Street. 2 parking spots at the expense of our city's legal liability cannot and should not be negotiable.